Welcome back to our live coverage of the European Youth Touch Championships 2026 here at the University of Warwick. In this men's 20s division, it's the first of 3 official test matches between France and England under 20s. We've just seen England's women's pull off a win. There's a gold medal match in that category to come. But in this division, these are the 3 games to care about. They've already played 2 friendlies in which England were victorious twice. But there are 3 games that matter today and tomorrow, and this is the first. France in navy left to right, England in the red and white on defensive duties here, and England have given away an early penalty. They weren't that tight either. It was 11-5 in their first meeting. England have been on top so far, but those friendly matches are just that, friendlies. This is the test match, the first of 3, the best of 3. And the touch is taken on Arthur Ferry. Lots of senior touch caps in here, like Sam Dixon, who made the stop there for England. Benjamin Brown, Ferry, Brown again! Slams it to turf, but he's caught by Dixon. Arthur Ferry, long ball over the top, but it falls short of Remy Blanchard. So England, buried in the corner, will try to break. And they're going to have a go down the short side, but it hasn't worked out for them. Harry Court's ball on the inside, away from Seb Conahan. Courts and Conahan, both part of the boys 18s fixture. With brothers in the 20s here. Big chance for France, plenty of touches to play with in this area here. And some fresh legs too. Alois Nicole. Nicole throws the dummy. But Alois Nicole sent back to the 7. Alois Nicole lays it back. Lancelot Duvenois, the French flag bearer, awaits to receive possession. Nicole. Good shape on the pass, but always away from Remy Blanchard. And England will reset. So England, for Ethan Gallagher, move forward. He's a men's open gold medalist. There's quite a few of them in this side. Gallagher amongst them. Serious quality at the senior level. Serious pedigree in this team. Driving forward comes Will Stockdale, a mixed open finalist, but it's the footwork of Harry Courts that'll see England through for their opener. Brilliant from Courts. How about that for a pass to begin with, but then there's the stutter step to get away from Blanchard. Harry Courts has England in front after a good early 3 minutes or so from France. Can they strike back? Arthur Ferry. Leo Match wins a penalty. England sent back. Liliane Tata, Ferry, Tata. Antoine Guillon gets tight, Ferry whips it across, chance for France to respond. The English try scorer Harry Courts got across to make the touch on Gaspard Constant Olivier. And what line speed from Gallagher as well to shut down Ferry. Ferry to the open side. Leo Match, and then Ferry. What a ball! That's just about held by Guillon. Did the touch come in? France denied again. Tatard sleeping through, and he is caught as half. England survived, but goodness me, France came close. Gallagher, nice shape on the pass. Good cover from March. And a winding run from England here, but shut down early. Strong from Ferry. Dixon, nice ball on the inside. Juggle, but well held by the try scorer Courts. Zachary Slade with good pace. Dixon allowed to keep rolling. Penalty for England. France offside. And Oliver Simon, a hero of the men's open final. He was player of the match in that game. We'll step back to the mark. That's the final of the men's open at the Euros a couple of weeks ago in Vichy. That's the level we're talking about here at this men's open. Much like the women's 20s, full of open experience. And mixed as well. Now returning to the single format. Dixon. Great pace from Antoine Guillon. Simon, Dixon, what a combination. Oliver Simon, Sam Dixon again. Simon with a pickup, Dixon, was it forward? Dixon will dive regardless. And I think the pass was forward, off the ruck. So France will head towards the box. Strong touch again from England, this time Will Stockdale. Stockdale again makes a second touch. And now the changes are there, the ball was rolling. And England have it back.
What's to love about this, eh?
Fresh legs though for France to defend this most recent period of the attack. Simon. Powerful touch from Baptiste Lasser-Garrigou. Stockdale. Changes for England now. Nice footwork from Seb Conahan, just like his brother Xavier. They're real live wires. Ellis Pearce, good running. And a dummy comes in from Conahan. Out for Courts. Second score for the English winger. And the England under-20 side are up by 2 in this first of 3 test matches here in Warwick. Speaking of Simon, delighted to be joined by Chris Simon from the Federation of International Touch. Well, we've just seen England women's come back after being beaten earlier by France, and this is now France looking to reverse that effect. But great to have these test matches. They were here 2 years ago at the Youth Euros. We had them in the Youth Atlantic Cup, Chris, and now there's so much senior experience out there. It's a real spectacle.
Yeah, it is absolutely well. Yeah, I saw nobody stood here with you. I thought I'd come and help out. Fantastic to see these 20s. I think England and France are setting the standards at this level across Europe, and hopefully a little bit further afield as well. And I was saying yesterday, I'd love to see some of this lot play some of the Southern Hemisphere teams. Absolutely.
I mean, chatting to the Tanglin Trust School, they were saying that playing against France and Ireland 18s was like playing against, there are other teams in Singapore, but playing against England, it was much more like playing against the Australian clubs they meet. So, there certainly is a rise to the level there. Slade with a good drive. England on here. Dixon scooting through, and he picks out Stockdale, who crashes over for a third. Well, Will Stockdale, cross-code athlete in the game of touch, played in the mixed open for England, and now back in the men's category at under-20s level and amongst the scorers.
Yeah, Stocky, as we know, back in Nottingham, just sort of stepped up massively this year, really creating a fantastic line there to support Dixon, and I think deservedly 3-0 up England.
Yeah, strong start from England here. But France looking for a response. Touch comes in on Benjamin Brown, and they can be back to the 7. Brown. Ferry. Real one to watch, Arthur Ferry. Perhaps France's most senior experienced player in this team. But that pass is wayward.
It was unfortunate because that was on then. They certainly had a 3-on-2 opportunity out there, France did.
What a day it's been. We've got our first knockout tie of the tournament here on pitch 1 as our final game of the day in the mixed 15s. As we start to head into crunch time tomorrow. And indeed, best of 3, every game matters between these two sides.
It does, Wolf, and I was just asked about how the format works, and just for clarity, I don't know if you've picked that up with our audiences watching, but best of 3 test matches, there's no drop-offs in these unless it's 1-1 tomorrow and it goes down to the wire, but otherwise, if one of these teams wins 2 games, then they will take it.
Of course, they've played a couple of friendlies already. They've also played against the England Lions side. They've even taken on England under-18s, France.
Yeah, they have. We tried to mix it up a little bit. Obviously, with these, the only 2 competing teams in this division at the moment, giving them some games against each other and then also some 18s games.
Now back into the big time here. The first of 3, and it's a penalty.
The sideline call, I think, Wilfred just stepped out as they were boxing. Often happens in the game. I think as coaches, you say, get towards the box, but don't step over that line. Yeah, keep it a metre or so inside.
When there's so much to think about at this level, it's one of the simplest things to slip through the net. Gallagher on the charge, Simon with the pickup, Gallagher again. What a Euros these two had together for England. Gallagher. Sweeping round the corner came Stockdale. Simon found Gallagher on the open side. Winger was free. Pass just behind him. It's good shape from England again.
Yeah, I mean, again, definitely on, I think, either at the link channel to Ethan Gallagher or out wide. The missed ball out to Theo Tyler-Lowe on there would have also worked. I think either of those options. A bit unfortunate the ball went behind him.
Penalty. Touch from the side there. And a chance for France to get back into this game. Just past the 10-minute mark. 2 penalties on the bounce and an ejection, unfortunately, for England's Lachlan Hill. So 5 on the field for England now. France will look to categorise. It's Tattard who's caught.
A good referee in there, Wolf. I think, the refs want to get control of this game. There's a few physical touches going in. They say it's at this level. It's effectively open to touch, and it is physical. It's not an. There goes Theo Tyler-Lowe
over the top, but the whistle blows to deny England any further progress. Good pick out by Theodore Tyler-Lowe. But the whistle had already gone. It's a French penalty. That would have been a certain score.
Yeah, I think worst case there, it gives England a chance to get those middles and links off. They've all subbed at the same time.
Ferry, nice footwork. Did he get away there? He did indeed. It's the opening score. It's Arthur Ferry over for France.
Yeah, France thoroughly deserved that. They've had a go at England a couple of times. Rattled England, I think, in that drive and got a good repeat set. Yeah, ball down again. Unfortunately, I think it's Zach Slade there just trying to make the touch, but came in from the top and the ball was down.
England obviously gifted the chance to respond straight away. Well, here's Pearce up to the 7. Dixon, Devlin out there for the first time. Pearce as well. Devlin, Dixon, slides underneath. It's a brilliant finish. And he knew straight away, Sam Dixon, that he was free to dot down and score. He just has that ability to drop to the deck with such speed.
It's that wingspan, Wolf. He can do that from sort of 7 or 8 metres out. He's that long.
And despite his height, it was a fly half as well when he was previously in the game of Union as a schoolboy, and you see that in his skill set too. Early England penalty though, given away, so France can drive on. Alois Nicole. Alois sent back to the 7 this time.
Yeah, good defence there from Gorman Slade, I think it is in the middle, but I would still like to see them making those touches, from the bottom up, heading underneath the body rather than on the top.
Tatar just lost it. So it's driven on by England instead as they head towards the box. But out there a bit of a while, this attacking set for France, so got some work to do here. It's a good line from Conahan. Simon, Gallagher gets the ball away at the back door from Conahan. It's a stunning offload to put Joseph Banks in for England's number 4.
And Wilf, we watch this game a lot, but for any young budding rugby players out there, watch the handle of this and how quickly they managed to finish this off. A great completion of a 3-on-2.
Yeah, Conaghan has all the tricks in the book up his sleeve. And he's put Banks away there. And England are 4-1 up. And France once again asked to restart from the centre. It's a good carry though from Natael Soupriolard. Benjamin Brown. And then sliding through goes Ferry again. And it's a great scoop. And that will be a try for Benjamin Brown.
Yeah, I think Lockie Hill there just caught in two minds, didn't know whether to go for the person picking up the ball or staying on his channel in the link, which is probably what in hindsight he thought he should do. But a good score, a good read here from France. And you see the half work there, and it's a lot of work going into half work at the moment in this country, in England. And yeah, good dummy to the right from the French, and then the pick up onto the short side.
England pegged back then, but still they lead by 2. 5 minutes to go till the break. Charlie Gornall out there. Gets it off the deck for Conahan. Miss pass over the top. It does reach its target, but Banks is well marshalled. Sharp. Conahan keeps it going. Miss pass again for Courts. Sharp. Final touch just looking to play here. And eventually Will Cullen is stopped. And they're going to lose some more yards here as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, again, another good call. Cullen, trying to slow the game down a little bit there, just making the French work to pick that ball up, and the refs made the right call. It's got to go into the player's hands or on the mark.
Lillian Tatar, Ferry, Tatar again, the team most dangerous in this French under-20 side, perhaps. Lillian Tatar after Ferry. Tatar, there was space on the left, but he goes the other way, and it's been intercepted. A great recovery from Ferry, but a good pick-off. Really strong hands from Cullen. What a comeback for him after giving the penalty away.
Yeah, good read from Will Cullen. Big lad out there in that channel, that link channel. England picking some good big links these days, and certainly dominated that position. What we're going to go back to, and I'll go back to lost control, I think, in the middle there on that roll ball.
Well, we know that touch is a game for all, but at this very top level, it is interesting to talk about the sort of physical profiles that England are looking for, because there's a real range of them out there. There
is, yeah. I mean, yeah. You see the link channel in here. You got Lockie Hill, big lad. Will Cullen, big lad. Sam Dixon, pretty tall, good reach, and certainly on one side of the field, we're often you can see those bigger links, providing an opportunity where both in defence it's really difficult to pop those balls over the top, the sinker hole.
Oh, it's a nice ball, short from Brown, just looking for the on-rushing Joseph Audet. Another missed opportunity though for France, unfortunately. All the way to this short side, England play, and now they'll head towards the box. Gallagher, Simon, all the way across from Stockdale, who's there at the half again. Gallagher over halfway. Dixon comes on at speed. This is looking good for England now. Change of angle from Pearce. Dixon has Pearce outside him. Oh, he's been turned away. A really good touch from Natael Soupriolard.
Yeah, good touch by France there, good defence. I think I thought England were going to keep the momentum coming this way towards this side, but they stepped back. Dicko picked up short side, and the French read it really well.
Can France work their way into an attacking position with not long to go here? Out comes Devlin on the high press. Here's Lilian Tatar. Alois Nicole sweeps it up cleanly. Nicole with a miss pass, and it was always floating forward away from Remy Blanchard. Forward pass to call.
Yeah, forward pass given. I think, slowing the ball down. The ball's gone down the hill. Go Banks off to get it. I think it'll just take a little bit of time to play this. 1.5 minutes to go, is it? Just about it.
Look to burn these touches and take France out of range. Coughlin quickly to it. Pearce up to the 10. Takes the tumble but does well to keep it alive. Dixon throws the dummy, but what a recovery. A great touch from Gaspard Constant Olivier. Still they come forward. Charlie Gormall now out there, but that's a roll ball. It's a little loose from Slade. Maybe time for France to get up the other end.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there, Zach. I think he went to play the ball down. I think the good France defence got their hand in the way of that roll ball.
Tata. Fresh legs. Lucy Forder. Benjamin Brown having a good game, but that's not his finest moment. And that leaves us 45 seconds out.
See whether England go direct here. They may well go direct with this last set. 40 seconds to go. Or are they boxing? We'll have a read in a minute. Looks like they are boxing.
Well, looks like they're giving the ball away regardless. So maybe time. 30 seconds to go. Can France get forward? Ferry. Baptiste Lasser-Garrigou. Ferry again. Brown. Ferry. They've got to get moving here. They need to have a chance to strike. Ferry looking for Brown. Something's just not happening between those two at the moment. And England will head into half-time, leading by 4-2. Dixon. Still England play here. Let's not bring an end to it just yet, because Harry Courts is caught. What a touch.
Again, not giving up, either team, not giving up to the final whistle there and beyond the final whistle, and England looking to go all the way, and France strong enough in that defence just to close that one out. And I think 2-score game, Wilf. It's the game is still on, certainly not as one-sided as maybe some people thought.
And how big a moment could this be if England went 5-2 ahead after the buzzer? It would have been so demoralising, but a brilliant touch from Benjamin Brown to make up for his previous error.
And Dixon inside there. England, I don't know if Harry Courts had thrown that ball back inside. Maybe Dixon could have gone the length.
5-2 would have been a different story. 4-2, England very much still in this tie with France. France have already been beaten twice in friendlies by this England under-20 side, but that counts for naught. This is the big dance, the first of 3 tests, and at the moment, it's England who lead by just 2 tries to 0 in their standings.
Les petits trucs, tu sais, les petits papiers.
Exactement.
À la fois pour commenter ça encore. La seule bonne action. Oh my god.
Alors c'est juste. Better than England.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the European Touch Youth Championships 2026 here from the University of Warwick. Just outside the Cryfield Pavilions on the main field, the first of 3 test matches in the under-20s competition. The women's have got a gold medal match tomorrow, which will likely be these 2 opponents as well. But as things stand, England lead by just 2 tries. Chris Simon alongside me, and as we perhaps expected, this has already been much closer than these 2 sides when they met previously in friendly fixtures yesterday.
Yeah, I think France are quite clever sometimes this level. Arnaud, I can see Arnaud Levesque, the head of performance down here, and sometimes they leave things intentionally until the big games. And yeah, they might have, those 2 friendlies, said, let's not show England everything in those games and let's keep some things up our sleeve for this one and the 2 games tomorrow.
I imagine they'll have kept Arthur Ferry under some kind of blanket and thawed him out now while we're in the bright sunshine for him to start. Ferry, long ball over the top, good grab, down it goes, France score. Gaspard Constant d'Olivier gets them back within 1, just the start they needed. And it's Ferry floating it over the top. Officials in good positions.
Just looking at that was a QB back, I think, for Joseph Audier, then on the sweep came round and gave the ball straight back in for them to score back on that open side.
England were looking for an instant response. It's Gallagher, Simon, touch comes in, Gallagher swings to the left-hand side, Simon straight through.
And that's where you see they're looking for Dixon. Dixon's coming around that sweep. They think Dixon's getting this ball. Ethan, little feint out to Dixon. No, he doesn't even fake. He does fake. He goes, he fakes out to Dixon here, does he? Not really, just picks up. And they finish off fairly easy
to keep them guessing. And Oliver Simon over to score. Man of the match, of course, in the European Men's Open final in Vichy a couple of weeks ago when England beat Ireland.
I had nothing to do with that, I promise you.
No, I picked it, to be fair. But it's an excellent dive.
I think that's a score. I think it's the offside there.
Brown.
It could be a score, is it? Ball down.
Well, we can almost hear the referees from here. No control from Brown, but the 9 was offside for England. Stockdale caught out, so it's going to be a penalty.
I can't say I'd like to see that one back. I thought it was a score because I could see the ref saying he was offside, and I think yes, Mike. It is. I think it's Mike on the field. No, Mike Davis on the field. Ollie X on this side. Chris Wimpney on the far side. 3 fantastic officials.
The ball back on the inside, and that feels like a missed opportunity there. They had 5 more touches left to play with.
Absolutely, Wilf. And you look how narrow this short side was then, and they were trying to attack 0 space really, France. I think they'll be disappointed not to give that a little bit more open, create a bit more space on this short side before attacking it.
And England hit the box. Haven't seen too many transitions, but Coughlin with the softest of hands. Dixon leaves it behind. So France in a good position here, taken on by Antoine Guillon. Here's Alois Nicole, Lilian Tatar, Nicole, Tatar again from long range. Trying to catch England out, and he's done so. France back within 1 again. Lilian Tatar diving from a long way out.
I think he's given Alice Pearce offside, I think, here. Let's have a look. No, can't see that. Certainly Ellis was claiming he'd made that touch, but referee in prime position, a lot closer than we are. Good call, and we're back in a 1-score game, aren't we?
Simon, Gallagher, dangerous pot out there again from England. Gallagher, great pickup, Stockdale, Gallagher met well by France. Loose again.
I'm just trying to work out whether this score of 5-4 is correct or not. I'm not. I've forgotten already.
Well, we'll figure that out for you in a moment.
Oh, and whilst
Gallagher goes over
Gallagher
in the
scored.
meantime, so we're going to update it regardless. Right, confirmation from the officials. It's 7-4 for England, so a 3-point game it is. Tatar trying to close the gap. There was actually a disagreement between the referees and the French bench and our scoreboard, so I'm glad we did get a check.
At the end get that check now, rather than the end of the game, Will, for sure.
Penalty for France in the meantime. It's Brown, Tatar. Second penalty inside the 7. One more in England, down to 5. This is good from France. Lilian Tatar.
This is where France need to use these touches. Don't try and strike on first or second without having a really good opportunity.
Benjamin Brown caught by Dixon. Guillon, Brown, Tatar. Lassak Arugul. Tatar again. Look at a dummy to the short side, and there's a hand in there from England. So a fresh set of 6, but also they've interrupted that pen count. A really good intervention, in fact. Brown, Tatar. Brown again, and a good dump here for France, and a sliding effort from Antoine Guillon. Back to the 7.
Yeah, good defence by Dixon there at link channel. Got to the line pretty quickly.
Lilian Tatar. Brown, Tatar again. Conlon courts in this time.
Yeah, Conahan really getting off that line quick at the link, shutting in, sniping in that link.
Tatar, Brown, maybe now for France. Brown keeps going, and Conahan with another good read. That's great defence from England. France won't be given that many opportunities. And it's flung out wide and almost a break on for Theodore Tyler-Lowe.
I love the way we're seeing both teams, but particularly England at the moment, are moving the ball onto those wing channels really quickly and gaining lots of yards. And that's, look at now, they've got a repeat set, effectively a tap off, and we'll put France under a bit of pressure here, I think.
England head up to the mark. It's more than a restart. They're already inside the French 10. It's a brilliant opportunity for them to go further ahead.
Yeah, in the ruck there, and these days that gets marched at the field 10 metres.
Good pick up. Back to the open side. That's fast feet again from Archie Devlin.
Yeah, one-on-one, difficult to beat, Archie. I think he'll be on this.
Ellis Pearce. Devlin on the return. He's got 2 outside him, and Devlin goes himself. Sent back to the 7, but I think a penalty's coming here for England.
Yeah, I thought it was as well, but now just a roll ball. I think it's third. Is it third touch now? Fourth touch, and this is 5th now.
Devlin, big dummy, wingers free. Simple as you like for Theodore Tyler-Lowe.
That will be a one for the coaches. They get annoyed. You see the middle there, 11. Is that Brown?
Benjamin Brown getting cut out.
He just squared up too much on this side, and unfortunately left the hole for Devlin just to run through, and finished off a 3-on-2 straight to the wing with a miss pass.
8-4 to England. Plenty of time for France, but they're going to need to score a few on the bounce here. Alois Nicole. Nicole, Auder, Ferry. Interception! Off goes Stockdale with ball in hand. Joseph Auder in pursuit, but Will Stockdale will go the length.
Nottingham versus Nottingham there, Will. Joseph Auder was with us last year, and Nottingham, Derby University, now back in France. Good to see him here, but unfortunately, unless you're very quick, you're not going to catch Stockdale on those.
England have 9. France have got work to do in the next 10 minutes here. Or the first test will be going England's way. Physical touch. Still France come marching forward now with Subroyard, Tatar. It's Lancelot Duvenoir. Flag bearer for the French, of course, in the opening ceremony. Lilian Tatar. Duvanois. Tatar again. What a step that is. Almost away. Great recovery, though, by Zachary Slade. He's taken the cap off, so you know it's serious.
Yeah, goodbye Slade, one of the Birmingham Uni boys, yeah, making his debut at this level, and has stepped in and performed really well, and that was a great read.
Round the corner come England then. Changes in the offing. Pace injected into the attack. Off goes Devlin inside. That's a brilliant ball from Pearce, but just undercooked it a touch.
I thought then when Pearce broke through and Devlin gave him the little ball, I thought he was going to wrap around the back and get it straight back from Alice Pearce, but no, unfortunately not quite a good enough ball into the link channel, and France have recovered, and that's going to be a loss of control.
It's
That's
a
unlucky.
hard touch from Pearce, getting stuck in, but that physicality, you know, it's encouraged at this level, and he's forced the error.
That was Pearce's touch there was a result of the previous ball that went down. He wanted to win that ball back and have another go.
Devlin, Dixon dancing his way through, eventually caught.
I don't know how he does it. Yeah, good ballet on such a big frame.
Dixon winding up, but then dives over himself and catches them all unawares. It's a double for Dixon, and it's double figures for England. And you might be able to tell from just the vibes around us here, but Chris, it's pretty obvious that something's been knocked out of the French after that score.
Yeah, it has. I think, this second half, what are we now? We're 6-2, aren't we, in this second half? And it's certainly all one-way traffic at the moment.
Ferry, France will still kick on here. Brown lets it loose. Oh, stunning hands. What a score. Remy Blanchard goes over Baptiste Lasser-Garrigou with a really good catch and pass. That's a lovely try.
It's superb. I think, again, as we saw with the English, the hands here are phenomenal. That link channel, who was that in the link channel? Was that Benjamin Brown?
Baptiste Lasser-Garrigou.
Superb hands, just a quick receive and give without even bringing the ball in.
England, though, of course, with a chance to respond. Dixon. Softest have hands. They've done it again. It's rinse and repeat. It's Cullen out wide for Courts. Such an interesting thing to do from England, just to go, you know what, let's run exactly the same move the French did and see what happens.
Yeah, it's good. Yes, that sort of anything you can do, we can do better. Not sure it was better. It was very good. But I think both teams, it's great to see such high level, what I say, rugby finishing, let's say, whether it's touch or contact. Actually, their ability of these people to move the ball so quickly, whether it's contact or non-contact there, it's just phenomenal handling.
And it's 11-5. England have matched their previous result from yesterday morning as Tatar, unfortunately, has to concede a penalty.
Yeah, well, from France need to cut these errors out. This second half, they've made more errors, and England have managed to convert those into try-scoring opportunities, and they've finished most of them.
Devlin, good speed up the base, and away goes Hill. Of course, has 2 Hills in the under-20s across the England setup this weekend. Gallagher, Simon. Big step off the left, lovely switch, but just away from Will Cullen.
Yeah, I think that's a loss of control. I think the French are looking there for interference in the ball, but I'm not sure Theo was actually looking to knock that ball down. I just think it was probably not controlled well enough by the French, unfortunately.
That's another error in this second half. Simon, Gallagher throws the dummy, but he is caught. Good work from Baptiste Lasser-Garrigou.
Can't see these boys subbing here. I think they're going to have a go, aren't they?
Simon takes the touch. Gallagher pops it off. Cotland, down he goes. And the try's given. And it's a great finish from Seb Conahan.
I'm sure whether he's given 3, the middle there, offside.
Might have been Alois Nicole who was offside. Regardless, it's 12 up for England. And they've saved their best performance for the first test, this England under-20 side. France looked great in the first half, Chris, but they just couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, I thought, that try-saving touch at the end of the first half from the French winger on courts, I thought would set the tone for the start of the second half, and actually France would come out firing. Unfortunately, it's been almost the other way around, and England are the ones that are coming out firing. And France have got a penalty here. They've got a repeat set on the line. They'll need to score off this. Yeah, I think the game's probably beyond them, but if they can finish strongly, this is a 3-match test series. Finish this strongly, ask some questions of the English, so that when they come back tomorrow and play the second test, England are actually thinking this French side have got something we've got to worry about.
Le Pichon feeds it on. Couple of changes for the French lineup. Yudica, Le Pichon, Duvenoir, Guillon, Duvenoir, Guillon again. Good effort, but the touch was made on Antoine Guillon.
I'd just like to see the French bring that back to open side on that. They're collapsing, getting the England defence to collapse quite into the short side. Slade and Dixon.
Le Pichon goes for the switch, but didn't have quite enough on it. That's good hands out wide. Stockdale has been industrious today. Dixon gives that final ball, and Theodore pins back his ears, and he's finished it well. But he'll have to come all the way back. That's a tough one.
Directly in line with us. The ref always gets it right. And that, it was one of those narrow decisions, but probably marginally forward. And I certainly think in the middle of the field, that's where they're probably going to give them most.
Interesting discussion about Stockdale. He's playing so well in this fixture. You know, where do you think his future lies within the England setup, and what decides that really? Is it his decision? Is it sort of a, where is he going to serve England best, or is it about his preference, depending on mixed open or men's open? Well,
I think it'd be part of the England coaching set. The England, now have got a fantastic opens programme. That's a good ball, great ball out.
How on earth is that smuggled wide? France do have a score, and it's yet another one for Gaspard Constant Olivier. Speculative from Tatar. It's a great finish.
Yeah, Joe Banks, I think he was the winger there, came in a little bit too narrow, realised and was flat-footed. He was out coming in rather than holding his space to be able to chase out.
Gallagher. Simon. Down he goes. Oh, he's not happy there with the contact on his head region, and he has won the penalty for England. So plenty of touches here with 3 minutes to go. Simon, low to the ground. Gallagher, Stockdale, over he goes.
Yeah, I think Ollie was just looking for the foul on that last one. Wilf, like a bit of a footballer out there.
It's been an interesting discussion I've had actually off air, which we'll get onto in a moment, as Gallagher puts it back on the inside, goes to test France. The idea that, as the physicality increases, at what point do you start letting the referees know you think the touch has been put too much power on it, or if you think the call might come your way? It might be something that comes up more and more as England tries to match up with Australia and New Zealand and match their levels of physicality.
Yeah, I think it's coming into the game a little bit. I think it's still... it's a genuine, honest game. I think the large part. I think there are sometimes now where players are maybe looking for a bit more, let's say, clever play rather than probably a little bit of
gamesmanship.
Yeah, gamesmanship. Yeah, I think
it's
probably clever play, but certainly there, I think it was a hard touch from the side. And I will say to Ollie that he made sure the refs realised it was a hard touch from the side.
That's the vibe. Yeah. Ball down from Tatar. England have it back. 2 minutes to go here.
And again, Wilf, I think France there, reasonably good drive, but they've got to be looking to try and have more than one attack there, and that attack on the line wasn't good enough to test the English defence.
Touch on halfway sent French wheeling back here. Good pick up off the deck from Slade. Dixon, Slade again. Sam Dixon still bouncing his way around. 2 minutes to go here. Zachary Slade. What a game for Seb Conahan. Slade, Dixon. Slade charged down by France. It's a good block by Leo March.
England looking for that. You could see Dixon there, ran hard at the French, got them to commit. Little ball tucked into Zach Slade, and 6 again. And France will be disappointed to concede on 5th. Yeah, you just want to close that out, and England got a line attack.
Dixon again. Caught again by March. Good defence from him. Charlie Gornall, one of the younger players in this M20 side. Conahan. And it's good defence by France.
Yeah, again, a little bit compressed in. Option was on. Theo Tyler, though, out here was open on the wing if the long ball from Conahan had gone.
France hit the box. I haven't seen a lot of transitions, you know, across this whole game. Tends to be happening in the midst of penalties, given how the game has been quite fragmented at times.
It has. That's a good. Lucky. That was it. France not quite setting the best platform, but they got over the England 10, I think, on their 5th. And have probably just given England a little bit too much respect. And England on 2nd, well over halfway already. Again, moving that ball from Dixon. I think it's out there, out to Courts. It is on the wing, and that's 4th touch, is it, I think, now, Wilf?
Yeah, France still bringing the noise with seconds remaining. Can England score on the buzzer? There it goes. Devlin gives the pass. Is it flung wide? But it's a good shutout from Gaspard Constant-Olivier to bring the tie to a close. So in this 3-match series, it's England who draw first blood. They've improved on their previous results to put 12 past France, 6 scores for the French. They're very much still in the tie, but they've got a long evening to think and reflect on how this game has gone. Chris, what do you think the French need to change to get close to this England side?
Well, I think in that game for me, that 3rd quarter of the game was when England really dominated. So whatever happened at half-time, England came out firing, and they went 3 or 4 up very quickly in that first 10 minutes of the second half. That for me is when the French 4-2 down. Had they been the team to score a couple and level that game up, that's then tight. And then England have got to force it. England have got to chase it a little bit more. At the moment, that England side, when they're up like that, they're just on top, and I think it would be too difficult to do.
4-2 in the first half, 8-4 in the second in England's favour.